All right, let's take a look ahead the next season for Louisville, coming off a really successful year here, reaching double-digit wins in year one under Jeff Brohm. Jeff Brohm, tremendous job here in year one. I'd say he's a top 25 coach, guaranteed. And they lose some key pieces, but they also gain some key pieces in the transfer portal that we'll get to here in a second, and really are set up nicely for a run here next season, especially with the expanded playoff that I think they should be a playoff contender. And spoiler alert, they're in my way too early top 10 actually at the moment. So I think Louisville is going to be legit next year. So let's look at their recruiting class and transfer portal class here. All right, you can see 58th ranked transfer portal class, 6th ranked transfer portal, 58th recruiting ranked. I don't know what I said originally, but 58th recruiting class, 6th ranked transfer portal class. That transfer class has some really nice pieces in it to kind of fit with what they have already this year coming back, and really should be a serious contender next year. But recruiting wise, all right, you see you got a lot of 3 stars. All right, got an early enrollee at running back, number 39 running back in the nation. You also got some key guys that have signed but not on campus yet. All right, 26th ranked tight end, 3-star, 37th ranked running back, 34th ranked quarterback. So some solid guys coming in the recruiting class that should only get better as Jeff Brohm kind of extends his tenure there. But transfer portal class is what we really want to focus on. You obviously lose Jack Plummer. You lose Jahwar Jordan. That's your backfield, quarterback and running back. But we saw kind of Plummer's limitations in the big games last year. Jahwar Jordan was really good. I'll say that. You know, he was in a big piece in their season, and he was out a couple of games as far as what they lost, you know, so that was kind of a big impact there. But you bring in some serious dudes in the transfer portal that should have you replacing those guys no problem. All right, for example here, Peny Boone, running back out of Toledo. That is your dude going forward next year. Going to replace Jahwar Jordan and is going to tear some people up in the ACC. You got a couple other 4 stars down here. All right, Tyler Barron, edge rusher out of Tennessee. That's a huge get here for Louisville. Was originally committed to Ole Miss. Backed out of that, said he's going to Louisville. Then you got Jacorey Brooks, receiver out of Alabama, giving your quarterback, we'll get to in a second, a serious weapon. All right, Jaleel Skinner, tight end out of Miami, another weapon you got coming in. This transfer portal class is loaded. Let's just be honest here. Another 4-star receiver coming down over from South Alabama, tight end from San Deigo State. So you can see they're loading up on serious weapons around the quarterback. You got 2 receivers, 4-star, tight end, 4-star, running back, Peny Boone, 4-star, and your quarterback here, Tyler Shough, all right, out of Texas Tech. That's going to be your quarterback. Tyler Shough, kind of an underrated year. He went down early, got hurt, but Texas Tech season after he got hurt just kind of tanked. All right, so I think he's going to be really good under Jeff Brohm and his offense, and especially with those pieces we talked about. Louisville's set up for success nicely. Let's look at their schedule here real quick. Let's break it down. All right, Austin Peay, that's going to be a win. Jacksonville State, that's going to be a win. You're starting off 2-0. Georgia Tech, not a gimme by any means, but you got them at home. That's 3-0. All right, next up, you got Notre Dame here. That one's going to be tough. All right, obviously they beat Notre Dame this year, but you kind of caught Notre Dame at a good time. Notre Dame was kind of reeling. But looking at their rosters, I really think Louisville might be better than Notre Dame next year. And I think that's going to be a good game. It's going to be tough to beat Notre Dame in Notre Dame, but I think that's a 50-50 game. For argument's sake here, let's say Louisville clips them again. All right, so that puts you at 4-0, excuse me. You got SMU at home, that's good, 5-0. At Virginia, that's a win, 6-0. Miami, that's not going to be easy by any means, but you get them at home. I think you win that game, that puts you 7-0. Boston College, that's a win, 8-0. At Clemson, I think this is where your loss comes into play. So that puts you at 8-1. At Stanford, that's a win, 9-1. Pitt, that's a win, 10-1. Kentucky, I don't know why they're ranked. I don't think they have any business being ranked. So that puts you at 11-1-ish and potentially maybe 10-2, you know, if you lose to Notre Dame. But the good news is if you lose to Notre Dame and Clemson, especially with the expanded playoff going to 12 teams, that still puts you in the playoff race, in the playoff discussion. Think of how close they were to somehow sneaking into the playoff this year. With 4 teams, I think Louisville has a legitimate shot at making the playoff next year. And really, as of right now, I think they might. They avoid NC State here. They avoid Florida State. They avoid Syracuse. Those are 3 potential pitfalls that they could face. They luck out and don't play those 3 teams. So they actually have a pretty favorable ACC schedule, I would say. But those are my thoughts on Louisville going ahead the next season. A way too early to look. Obviously, they could still add some guys in the transfer portal after spring ball. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll see. But those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Let me know what you think they need to do in the transfer portal before next season, and just give me your way too early preview and what you think of this schedule. Let me know. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.